Hello, welcome, rich rising gods and goddesses, grand rising kings and queens. How are we today? Welcome to Intuitive Interactions. I am your favorite godmother with the T. And we are back for another session. I know it's been a minute. I don't know why I just did my eyes like that. I know it's been a minute. Guys, and I do apologize, but see, I'm desk, okay? And if you do recall on one of my sessions, I did say thank you, Divine, for my new desk, and it has arrived. It has arrived. If you are new here, this is Intuitive Interactions. I am a conduit for the divine realm, the Holy Father, Divine Mother. I do believe that our angels and ancestors rest in the stars where we originated from. So I tap into the cosmos and get a message, deliver the message for you. Yeah, I'm kind of already channeling y'all, so forgive me. Okay, if you are new, come on in, grab your seat, check out my vibe, see if it coincides with you, and if it does, please become a part of our community by sharing, and subscribing. And if you are returning, welcome back. Welcome back, Bookie. I missed you. Welcome home, boo. Okay, so like I said, I'm already downloading. I'm already getting downloads. I'm channeling. So the message that's coming for today is contract, right? Contract. And so as I was about to start the read, I seen 717, right? 717 breaks down to a 15, which is a 6. And it's giving me the devil card, but it's giving me contract, right? And the song that's playing right now is by Xana Monet, Only If You Knew, right? And it's saying the life lessons, and it's giving me like you were contracted to go through these certain life lessons. Okay, it's giving me the Archangel deck. And this is gonna be a quick read, y'all, because the girl gotta go, right? So you were contracted to go through certain things to be able to help others. And I know that sounds like something we've heard 1,000,001 times, right? But that's the energy that I'm getting. I'm getting Aset, which is why I was directed to get the Isis Oracle deck. So we have the Sand Dolphin, building the bridge. Your role is to create a connection between the heaven, earth, and all hearts. Okay. Can y'all see that? And then Uriel, learning experience. Take time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before proceeding further. And that's what you were contracted to do. You were contracted to go through these experiences. Like, it's giving like boot camp, right? And transcendence. You wouldn't be... Come through, Holy Father, Divine Mother. Y'all see that card? I know the lighting is a little off, but it says transcendence. You wouldn't be who you are without what you have overcome on your story. Okay? They said what they said. Clarity of vision. Be willing to see things differently to initiate healing and experience wholeness. So, she said sometimes God will break you just to make you stand. Ain't that sound? Y'all give me 1 second. And I just realized that I was sitting on my purse and I heard You're sitting on a gold mine. Mm. Mm. You're sitting on a gold mine. Okay, so we don't even got enough time to break this shit down today right now. But we gonna come back because yeah. So sitting on a gold mine. I'm hearing that in two different ways. In one essence, I'm definitely hearing the experiences that you have encountered, the experiences that you have made it through is a gold mine, right? In the sense that it can um it's giving turning pain into purpose, turning pain into profit, right? Like not profiting, not in a normal sense, like profiting off of somebody's pain, but profiting off your pain, literally, is what I'm hearing. Like, and I gotta say what I'm hearing. But then the other sense of it goes along with the download that I received yesterday about tantric encounters, right? The Kundalini rising and someone being a tantric practitioner, right? So that literally would be, that literally would be you sitting on a gold mine, right? Because we do know that tantric healing does involve your sensual energy, not your sexual, but your sensual energy. And it can definitely be a healing modality, especially for those who were, I'm going to say it like this, those who have trauma in that area. Yeah. I said leave that right there, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave that right there. So this contract. So during the pre-shuffle, I did get these 3 cards out of the African Goddess Rising deck, and I was instructed to keep them out. And we have liberation, speak up, and creativity. You're at war with something within yourself that is not allowing you to step fully into your energy. And I'm kind of hearing and I'm seeing the healing the Divine Masculine card in this deck, but it's not an outside Divine Masculine, it's the inner Divine Masculine. Going through certain situations and trauma will have you seeking protection, seeking a provider. And what I'm getting for this energy is that somebody, and it does not have to be a feminine vessel, it can be a masculine vessel who looks to others to protect them, looks to others to provide for them. And it's not just provide monetary. I'm hearing it's to provide, period. So healing the Divine Masculine is going to help you understand that you are your own provider and you are your own protection, right? Scales of balance, balancing your Divine Feminine and your Divine Masculine within yourself. The dark mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. Yeah, and I can get that because when women tend to tap into their Divine Masculine energy, people can call that dark, right? Because you're standing in your authority, because the narrative that has been spent is that Divine Feminine is soft, Divine Feminine is docile, and that is so not the truth, okay? So not the truth at all. Divine Feminine is strong. Divine Feminine is a protector. Divine Feminine is a provider, right? She's also the creator. She's also the nurturer. So, Pyramid of Light, step your vibration deeper into love. Okay? You got that for the Seven Sisters. Okay, what's the speak up? What's the speak up? And I'm sorry, y'all, this is not going to be a... Ooh, Divine Destiny, the path of the Divine Warrior. Baby, your destiny is to speak the fuck up. Speak up on what you know. And which is understandably so that would be difficult for a high priestess, right? Because the high priestess knows the secrets. But the high priestess, y'all see how I be cool talking and then all of a sudden, whatever. The high priestess knows the secrets, but she also is the hermit. She is the sage. She keeps these within, and having discernment of when to speak and when not to speak is what I'm hearing. What's this liberation? The mother of life, nourishment of the golden grain mother. Wow. Okay. Queen Mother Nanny. And it's crazy because both of them have mother. Mother of life and Queen Mother Nanny. Life gave me for free. It's definitely somebody's time, right? Because I did, when I was shuffling the American Goddess Rising, I did see, I just lost it. I don't know what I was about to say. If it was meant for me to say, they'll bring it back. Stay true and be in your power, the brother in darkness. Overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Osiris and Iris. Somebody's name could be Iris. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. Okay, so what I'm getting right here is, look, we got the High Priestess. You heard what she said. You ain't crazy. You chosen. So what I'm hearing right now with this Osiris and Isis, Lady, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority, that's giving me the Alpha and the Omega, the Holy Father and the Divine Mother, right? And their representation upon this realm. We are their representation. There are those that have a certain decree, have a certain legacy to build, right? This contract, as I was speaking of the contract, and then we have the Brothers of Darkness, and it's really giving me like male vesseled energies, right? Male vesseled energies that are trying to come up against this Osiris and this Isis. And we understand that because, you know, they try to erase Divine Mother out of every motherfucking thing that there is when you cannot erase the Creator, right? Everything they said you couldn't do gonna come through, baby. It's coming through. It is contracted to be so. And the High Priestess flew right back out on the Pyramid of Light and the Brother of Darkness. Mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. Someone is definitely carrying our set energy. Okay, the rising sun, the divine solar child reborn. And we did see, I seen life restored when I was shuffling. Someone is definitely carrying our set energy, Divine Mother energy. And if you would like to know more when it comes to Divine Mother, I do have a community called Mother Messages where we are contracted to bring forth the energy of Divine Feminine, Divine Mother. Divine Mother speaks in that platform, in that arena. That is her space. And side note, we have a lot, look, manifestations, right? We have a lot that we have in store for Divine Feminine Energy. She's definitely on the rise, right? And there's certain ones that have been put in position to help this rise go a little bit smoother, because our rise was not a walk in the park, okay? It was not a cakewalk at all. So I do have a lot of things coming for Divine Feminine Energy. Yes, baby. Stepping into your power, right? And it does, and that's crazy that they had me bring that up, because it does have something to do with, not something to do with, it does tap into that tantric energy, using your own energy to manifest, using your own sensual energy to manifest. And it's crazy because I put I put something like that on my TikTok, right? And they flagged me. They flagged me, y'all. They flagged me, I guess. You know, there's certain things you can't say on these platforms. So, but I just be talking. I don't know that stuff. I just be talking. Okay, etheric chords keep coming back out. What's up with this etheric chord? It's definitely giving royalty, right? Still, y'all look at the song. And look at the babies. Still her babies. Ooh. She coming. Ooh. Look. Tanique. Pleasure came out on the Divine Feminine. Okay, so yesterday also my download was about, so you are a divine spirit, a divine energy in a physical realm, right? You know, as it's kind of, I'm hearing, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? But it's not in that sense of conforming. It's more of, the download that I was getting was, do not try to discount your earthly desires, right? Like in the Bible, it does say, what does it say? The love of money is the root of all evil. That does not mean money is evil. Money is an energy, right? Sensuality is an energy. You are afforded these pleasures of life, with pleasure coming out. You are afforded these pleasures of life too, just because you are a spiritual being, because you are a divine soul, you are a divine spirit, does not mean that you are exempt from having innate, what's the download? I wrote it down, y'all. Hold on. Just because you are a spiritual being, just because you are a spiritual being does not mean that you are not able to enjoy earthly things, right? It's all about balance, and it's all about intent, right? And the reason I said, but look, we got harvest here. And harvest gives me earthly realm, right? The harvest, the seed that you planted in the earth, right? What do we have? We got corn, we got apples. Those are the fruits of your labor. You deserve to live comfortably, some over comfortably, because you are put in this position to have a lot. What is that? Too much is given, much is expected, right? But the reason that I said, y'all, is because, look, what that say? Sacred lust. And we were just talking about tantric, right? And then we have divine lineage and radical rebirth. Yeah. Cosmic fucking power. the light and the dark, the man and the woman, the Aset and the Osiris. And also, I was reading my Egyptian yoga book yesterday. Okay, I'll go get it. Cause how long we got like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Give me a second. Okay, what do you want? And there is a whole chapter on Aset and Osiris. But I hope it takes me to it. Where is it? Divine Mother, where is it? There is a passage in here that the Divine Mother wants me to read. Here you go. And it took me right to it. What page is this? 130, which is a 13. So it says, moved by your prayer, I come to you. I, the natural mother of all life, mistress of the elements, first child of time, supreme divinity, queen of those in hell, first of those in heaven. I, whose single Godhead is venerated over all the earth under manifold forms, varying and changing names. Only remember me, fast in your heart's deep core. If you are found to merit my love by your dedicated obedience, religious devotion, and constant chastity, and this is just devotion and constant chastity, you will discover that it is within my power to prolong your life beyond the limits set to it by fate, and after death living on praising me in the fields of reeds. Okay, so it says, the idea of a savior is not to be considered a high philosophical concept, but it is useful in helping us to understand early on in our spiritual quest that there is a higher power which we can call upon to assist and guide us through our lives. Thus, from a more advanced perspective, the main gods and goddesses of Egyptian mythology, such as Heru and Thoru, should be viewed as guides or teachers rather than a savior. In the Western religious sense of the word, which suggests that it is through the efforts of someone outside of ourselves. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Shouts out to Tears and Wheat Tarot Show, because baby, you definitely don't know what you're going to get, right? This is tapping into a message that she gave yesterday evening, or it may have been the rising message, one or the other, but that's dope, right? Let's read that one more time, okay? It's a long run-on sentence, but let's read it. Thus, from a more advanced perspective, the main gods and goddesses of Egyptian mythology, such as Heru and Thoru, should be viewed as guides or teachers rather than as saviors. In the Western religious sense of the word, which suggests that it is through the efforts of someone outside of ourselves, i.e. Jesus Christ, God's angel saints, that we will be liberated. Do we not see liberation out here? Hold up. Wait a minute. We did. Number 37. Liberation. Mother Nanny. So, that we will be liberated. It is we who must do the work of saving ourselves through the application of the teachings. Thus, when discussing the idea of a savior, we must consider that it is our own higher self who is being described. Therefore, we must strive to acquire those qualities which will lead to our own liberation. Come through, Divine Mother. Come through. Yes, okay. Asar represents the principle of death and resurrection, who was destroyed by evil, but who came back to life as Heru. To die is to be defeated by evil. To resurrect is to have a second spiritual, mental, psychological birth in the form of a new consciousness, which is termed Heru. Asar, which is Ausar, is the symbol of all humans. His journey is our journey. His struggle is our struggle. His reward is our reward. His victory is our victory. It was giving me something yesterday about the duality too. It had like Shiva in it. Hold on. Because I was getting the download when I read the liberation, then we got Speak Up, and then we got the Seven Sisters. When it comes to the number 7, 7 is definitely a number of divinity, right? But it also represents the 7 main chakras, the 7 planets, 7 main archangels. You get what I'm saying? The 7 days of the week. 7 is divinity, right? So looking at this liberation, Speak Up, and creativity with the 7 sisters, it's definitely giving me a path of understanding, right? How we are connected to the cosmos, right? And we did see cosmic power fly out. So how we are connected with the cosmos. I'm looking at Medusa, and I'm looking at this red, and it's really giving me Hathor. It's giving me Sekhmet, right? And I do believe that Hathor is an embodiment of Sekhmet. Let me just check to make sure, y'all. Let me check to make sure. Hathor.